Some weeks ago, I took a risk. I bought a new engine guard at a clearance sale for a fraction of its usual price. But it's not an engine guard for a Transalp 700. It's designed for a Honda XL700V Africa Twin. So I have to adapt it. This is a Touratech Rally Extreme, the biggest they had for the XL700V. Okay, so I finally finished to adapt the sump guard, the engine guard, and that's the final result. As I already told in the video, it's an engine guard from Touratech. It was designed for the Africa Twin 1000, the CRF 1000, and I have modified it to fit my Transalp 700. So I did some cutting. I shortened it a little bit, this part, to make it fit better and as close as possible to the frame. I also cut a little bit to make more room for the exhaust. What else? I did a little bit of cutting here. This is to save the bolt, the fixing point of the exhaust header, and this is to make some room for the breather tubes of the engine and the air filter that go on this area, and I don't want to damage them, so I made a little bit of cutting. This is a bracket that I have adapted for the Transalp frame. I've also made a couple of new holes to make it fit better, and another hole here for the rear right side bracket, and there will be silent blocks everywhere. The brackets I made to fit the engine guard on the Transalp 700 frame were very easy. I'll show you that later with the finished product installed on the bike. And but I wanted to show you something because I think that this engine guard can easily be modified to fit any Transalp 600, 650 or 700, but also all the Africa Twins, the 650 and the 750, because the engine guard, the stock engine guard for these bikes, for the Africa Twins, were very good quality, but now they're becoming harder and harder to find in a good condition. They are very expensive, and but furthermore, it's more of all, it's they're very difficult to find in an acceptable condition. Most of them are very dented due to a lot of road abuse or very scratched, and there's less and less. So this could be a good replacement. I think it will look very nice on an Africa Twin, I think, and also on any old Transalp. So I wanted to take some measurements because I think that can be helpful for you. So, talking about the rarity of the old Africa Twin engine guards, stock engine guard, this is what I have here. This is a mint, a very good condition Africa Twin 750 engine guard. As you can see, it's in very good condition, no dents, only a little bit of scratches, but it's in very good condition. But one of the previous owners decided to make some nasty cutting to try to make it fit to the bike he had at that time, and then he realized that it wouldn't fit anyways. So yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's a shame because it's in very good condition, and it's really a shame. But thanks to that, I got it very, very, very cheap. So I will use it for a future project. Not for the Transalp 700, because the Transalp 700, the fairing, the side fairing goes very low, and this will go in the way, and I don't want to add more cuttings to this very nice, very well preserved engine guard. So I brought it here so I can take measurements, so we can compare. This way you can check if you can use it on your old Africa Twin or your old Transalp. So let me take the tape. Okay, so the total width on the back of the stock Africa Twin is 38 centimeters. This one is 38.2 on the extreme side. The flat part, the one that goes under the frame on the Touratech one, is 33, a little bit more than 33. Here it's 32 and a half, close to 33. So this one would fit also on an Africa Twin. Then the flat part on the Touratech is 33 long. On the Africa Twin is a little bit shorter, is around 30, but you can cut if you want. But then you have to cut also here. Okay, so the width on the medium part here is 30. Here is a little bit less, 28 here, 27 here. But I think the frame of the Africa Twin would just go perfect here. So the total width of the upper part, it's 49, it's close to 50. Here it's a little bit less, but because it's shorter on the sides, it's yeah, 47 and yeah, around 47. So my opinion is that this one would fit nicely also in an old Africa Twin, an old Transalp 650 or 600. Maybe you have to do a little bit of cutting, but that's easy. It's aluminum, so it's easy to cut, and it's very easy to adapt. On the Africa Twin, I guess you have to put these two holes, and this hole on the side, it's the same as in the Transalp 650, so that's why I made this bracket. And then you can add, to replace this thing, you can add a bracket here. In my opinion, the reason why I'm measuring that and showing you all the measurements is because I'm pretty sure this engine guard can be easily adapted to the Africa Twin, the old Africa Twin too. So if you don't want to damage your engine guard because it's in good condition, or yours is it's now in bad condition and you need to replace it, but these ones are very expensive, this is a good option, I guess. And it makes look the bike a little bit more modern. So yeah, it's very thick. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it's a little bit thicker than the stock one, but this aluminum is a little bit softer too. So this one seems to be stronger. This one is thicker, but it seems to be a little bit softer. I hope this is helpful for you. And now let's see how it looks on my bike. Cheers!